Have you ever experienced this? At the beginning of a relationship, everything feels perfect. You talk for hours. They reply instantly. They seem excited to see you. But then, something strange happens. Their messages become shorter. They take longer to reply. And slowly, they start losing interest. No explanation. No warning. One day you're important to them. And the next day, it feels like you don't matter anymore. So what actually happened? Today, we're going to explore the psychology behind why people suddenly lose interest in relationships. And once you understand these psychological patterns, you'll start noticing them everywhere. Welcome back to our 90-day psychology challenge. In this series, we are exploring the psychology behind attraction, relationships, and human behavior. In the last video, we talked about signs someone secretly likes you. But today we are looking at the opposite side of attraction. Why do people lose interest even when everything seems to be going well? Psychology shows that attraction isn't just about liking someone. It's also influenced by curiosity, emotional excitement, and perceived value. When these psychological elements change, interest can slowly disappear. Let's explore the first reason. Reason 1. The mystery disappears. Human beings are naturally curious. When we meet someone new, our brain becomes excited because we don't know everything about them yet. This uncertainty creates mystery, and mystery increases attraction. But when someone becomes too predictable, the brain stops feeling that excitement. If someone knows exactly what you will say, when you will text, and how you will react, the sense of discovery slowly disappears. Psychologists call this habituation. It means the brain becomes used to something and stops feeling the same excitement. That's why sometimes relationships feel less exciting over time. Reason 2. Too much availability. Imagine this situation. Every time someone texts you, you reply instantly. You're always available. You cancel plans just to talk to them. At first, this might seem like a good thing. But psychologically, something interesting happens. People tend to value things that feel limited or difficult to obtain. When someone feels like they already have your full attention all the time, your presence becomes less exciting. This doesn't mean you should ignore people, but it shows how balance and attention is important in relationships. Reason 3. Emotional intensity fades. In the beginning of attraction, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine. These chemicals create feelings of excitement and emotional intensity. That's why early conversations feel exciting and energetic. But over time, those intense emotions naturally calm down. If the relationship doesn't develop deeper emotional connection, the brain may start looking for new stimulation elsewhere. This doesn't always mean someone is a bad person. Sometimes it simply means the relationship didn't evolve beyond the initial excitement. Reason 4. People change their perception. Sometimes interest fades because someone's perception changes. Maybe they learn something new about the person. Maybe their priorities change. Or maybe they realize the connection isn't as strong as they initially thought. Psychologically, humans constantly evaluate their relationships. We ask questions like, is this person right for me? Reason 5. The chase is over. This might sound strange, but for some people, the chase itself is part of the attraction. When someone is trying to win your attention, their brain becomes more invested. But once they feel they have already won that attention, their motivation sometimes decreases. This is why psychologists often say that attraction involves both connection and challenge. Without some level of challenge, interest can fade. Reason 6. Lack of emotional connection. Many relationships begin with attraction, but attraction alone is not enough to sustain long-term interest. If conversations remain shallow, if people never open up emotionally, the relationship may feel empty after a while. Deep emotional connection is what transforms attraction into something meaningful. Without it, people may slowly drift apart. Now here is something very important to understand. When someone loses interest, it doesn't always mean there is something wrong with you. Human attraction is influenced by many psychological factors: curiosity, emotional intensity, personal values, timing, and sometimes two people simply grow in different directions. But when you understand these psychological patterns, you stop taking every situation personally. Instead, you begin to understand how human relationships really work. In the next video of this series, we're going to explore something fascinating: how to read someone's body language and understand what they are really thinking. Because sometimes people say one thing, but their body language reveals the truth. So if you want to understand human psychology on a deeper level, make sure you subscribe and continue this 90-day psychology challenge with me. And I'll see you in the next video.